Hey, good morning, everyone. It's today is, I think it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's December 5th. There's 20 days left till Christmas comes, and my wife's super excited. She's, of course, decorating the house and making all stuff. We've got a big Christmas show coming up on the 9th. That's this coming Saturday. It's at Rolling Rice Middle School from 10 o'clock in the morning until 1:30 in the afternoon. Sola will have all her stuff there. We have all pots that she had made at pottery planted up with these beautiful plants, jade plants and Christmas cactuses, and come check that stuff out. Of course, all her soaps will be there and lots of other stuff that she makes. Just a plug for Sola. Also, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who prayed for Devin Gregory's daughter. She's not out of the woods yet. We just want to see a complete restoration to her father. She is just this young, precious girl. And Devin's a friend of mine. I've known him for probably 20 years. It's got to be 20 years since he's a little boy. And now he's got a family of his own. He's just battling some stuff. So if you remember Devin Gregory's little girl, you see him on Facebook. There's lots of people reached out and prayed for her that she would get through recovery perfectly and she'd be 100% well in Jesus' name. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you. Also, I'm running this red light here to make a left-hand turn. The traffic in Wilmington has become unbelievable. They say it's this beautiful sunny day, and there's a ton of cars on the road in the middle of the day, 12 o'clock. I'm headed to the office at Coastal Properties. I've got my flyers finished up. I'm about to start a door knocking campaign. I'm going to try to do 100 doors a day. I was out the other day and did 60 doors, and out of those 60 doors, back on the market, and another guy who's interested in selling his house, but his house is a real dump. But for $100,000 or less than $100,000, if you're looking for a house, please contact me. I've got something for you. Real handyman special on Carolina Beach Road, but definitely a house on a half an acre, a nice piece of property tucked back in the woods. Let me know. All right, so I went to church on Sunday, and I wanted to share something with you from the message I got on Sunday. It was about how us as a body of believers, we are supposed to come together, and we're supposed to have empathy and feel for whatever our brothers and sisters in the body is going through. So if you're happy, we should be happy, and if the person's sad and going through mourning, we should be able to cry with them and feel what they're going through, come around them and show them brotherly love. Like Paul said, to be all things to all people. So like if you're with people who don't eat pork, don't eat pork. So just don't eat pork, and just love on them and be everything to every person you can. So I got one friend who's going through this horrific situation where he's got this beautiful family, Christian family, and all of a sudden his wife doesn't want to be married anymore to him, which is like weird regardless, and that's just delusion, you know, and like my heart is broken for her. So for me to just say, oh yeah, okay, that's too bad, sorry about that, and not really feel for him is not really what the body's about. It's about us really coming and really spending time with the person and really understanding, trying to understand, praying to understand. Lord, let me help this person, this brother or this sister, and let me have compassion for them and empathy for them and understand what they're going through, whether it's joyful or whether it's sorrowful. And so the pastor on Sunday had spoken about how the pastor's this cool guy. He's it's a church on Oak Island, and he grew up in the Congo, and he said that in the Congo they get these things. They're like we have here called like chiggers, but they're much worse than the chiggers here. And the chiggers here are hellacious. And if anybody's ever had them, you guys out who live out by Pete Cabrera on the other side of the country, you guys don't know what chiggers are. But they're these little tiny parasites that grab a hold of your skin, and they usually get up in your crotch or up underneath your arm, and they bite you and drop some acid on your skin, and that acid turns your skin to jello, and then they suck it up, and it becomes this skin burn that itches like crazy for weeks, and it creates this little scar. It's terrible. Anyway, so my pastor friend who grew up in the Congo, he said that they have things like that, and he had some name for them. I don't remember what it was, but he said that they are 100 times worse than the chiggers we have here. What those chiggers do is they burrow into your skin and they lay eggs, and then in like 2 weeks the eggs hatch and they go all underneath your skin and create these horrible itching and painful sores. And so if you get one of these chiggers, the only remedy to get rid of them is to dig out the chigger with a sharp knife or like a sharp spoon or something. So like he's telling the story, and the Lord's speaking to me about how problems in the body, problems in our body of Christ is very similar. Like if you have something that's going on in your life and you don't address it, you just let it grow, it will grow and it will manifest, and it'll start growing underneath the skin where you can't see it, and then it'll cause you issues down the road. And so the really only way to address it is to confront it and to get rid of it. And so he said that when somebody got one of these chiggers in their skin, the whole village would gather around, because everyone had experienced that before. And we've all experienced types of loss in our life, and we've all experienced joys in our life. So we're able to identify with other people's problems. We just choose not to. It's kind of inconvenient. But this was what was really cool, is that the whole village would gather around, and they'd be like, oh, you've got the chiggers under your skin. Oh, you've got the chiggers under your skin. And the whole village would come, and they would sharpen the knife or sharpen the spoon, whatever they were digging it out with. And then they would start to do this surgical procedure to take this chigger out of the skin. And even though it hurt so bad, the pastor said, it hurt so bad, because so many people were there and so many people were encouraging them, you're going to be okay, you're going to be 100%, really just loving on them and feeling for them. He never made a noise. He just kept his mouth closed and knew that it would be better. He's going to tolerate this pain for a little bit, and it's going to be better. And then when it came out, the whole village celebrated. Oh, it came out, it came out, it came out. And us as a body, we should be the same way. We should come together as a body and meet each other's needs, whatever's going on with them. And when there's time to celebrate, we all celebrate. And when there's times to be sorrowful, we all are sorrowful. And when there's a need, we reach out and we help that need. And I just wanted to share that this morning with you guys. So I posted a thing on Facebook about my friend Devin's little girl, and the response was overwhelming. Like I put it out to like 6 or 7 guys that I know are walking in power, and they have like these, they're kind of like a tree, and they have these branches, and those branches are other people that they know that are also walking in power. So I just threw it out to this blanket of 6 or 8 people. If you weren't on the list, please don't be offended. That's what popped into my head when I was praying, and that's why I put it out there. But the people that came in response to this need made me think about the message on Sunday, about how us as a body, as a tribe, came together to pray for a need of someone in the body. And you are sharing the hurts that they are experiencing, and by tomorrow we'll know for sure what's going on, and you will share in the joy of the 100% healing and perfect recovery for this beautiful little girl. needs to know about Jesus. So take a second out of your day and make sure he knows him. Talk to you soon. Bye.